And various people over the years had sort of suggested that, you know, would you be interested in recording some music? And I'd always said, oh, no, I couldn't possibly do that. That's far too overwhelming. Or yes, maybe I will one day, but not now. I'm not ready. I'm not... No, that's not right. I'm not ready. Of course I can't, you know, I don't have the chops. You know, I'm 50 now, and then a bloke from a record company comes up and says, do you want to do this? And I suddenly thought, well... No, that's not right either. I could get hit by a bus.
And on that cheery note, my journey begins. A journey down the river into the heart of lightness.
All my life I've been a traveling man.
The end of this journey, the boy becomes the man.
All my life
You'll know what I mean when you see it.
been a traveling man.
By the way, I should warn you, this film contains hats.
Staying alone.
We're now in Fredericksburg, Texas, where the local custom is to leave car keys in the ignition. Visitors are encouraged to just help themselves whenever they feel like it. It's a Texan hospitality thing. And by the way, this is no ordinary car. This is a Ford Galaxy 500, a car I've loved since I first set eyes on one in the Gold Hawk Road in 1978. It's particularly appropriate for my life-changing journey because the Galaxy came into existence the same year that I did, 1959.
Although this is actually a later one. This is 1966, and the body shape did change a lot from 1959, but then so did mine. So it seems fitting. 1959 was also the year that this song was recorded by this artist. And he is the reason we're here. No, there actually is no tape machine, so... But it goes like this.
Well, I'm going to New Orleans. I want to see the Mardi Gras.
And that's what I'm doing. Going to New Orleans.
Ocean Way Studios, Hugh Laurie Project, take one.
Good luck, everyone.
1, 2, 3.
I beg you, baby, most every night, please don't scold me, just treat me right. Baby, please make a change. Baby, please make a change. Baby, please make a change. I think it will do you good. That'll change an ocean and the deep blue sea. Be kind to your baby, there'll be a change in me. Baby, please make a change. Baby, please make a change. Baby, please make a change. I think it will do you good.
I knew that this was for me when I was very, very young. I can remember the first blues song I heard on the radio. I was saying to my brother, what is that? I sort of knew it was like I'd always known it was there, and I heard this thing and the hairs on the back of my neck went up, and I said, what is this? And a love was born that has stayed with me ever since then. I was probably about 10 or something like that.
Your thoughts?
Yes, exactly. My thoughts. What are they at this point? Well, still fairly gelatinous. Just wandering, searching, hat-wearing, in the great musical city of Austin, Texas, where you might easily come across a sound like this in the middle of the afternoon.
You got me running, you got me hiding, you got me running, hiding, hiding. Anywhere you want me, let me know. Well, 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 baby.
This is Miss Lavelle White, the Jimmy Reed song, also written in 1959. See how the signs are coming together? Even the hat is starting to make sense.
I'm going up, I'm going down, I'm going up what you want me to do, baby. So tell me what you want me to do.
Miss LaBelle can also do this. If I was a harmonica player, I think I'd want to put a gun in my mouth at this point. Except you'd probably find Miss LaBelle can do an impression of a gun that would kill you quicker than a real one.
Look out, baby, come on.
So, after a splendid Texan T-bone steak, which I very nearly finished, I jump into my red open-top time machine and travel forwards to 1961.
Unchain my heart, baby, let me be. Unchain my heart, 'cause you don't care about me. You got me sort of like a pillowcase. You let my love go to waste, so unchain my heart, set me free.
My guide and counselor, my Obi-Wan in all of this is Joe Henry, who is absolutely steeped in this kind of music.
I'm sincere when I say I think people will be stunned, not just at how much time he's devoted to his musical life, but how interesting his take on music is, and this music in particular.
Set me free.
All the different kinds of music that you know, jazz, blues, and rock and roll, and pop, and folk, and country, all those categories, really, when you come down to it, are nonsense. They're just nonsense. They don't mean anything. All they mean is an easier way of cataloging music if you happen to run a record shop, which I suspect you don't.
In fact, I more than suspect it. I know it. How? Well, since we shot this bit of the film, record shops have vanished like the morning dew. You'd have better luck finding an apothecary these days. Where was I? Oh yes, my point is, there are really only two categories of music that matter. There's good and there's bad. Everything else is just indexing. Same thing applies to films, books, curry, chicken love.
No, you don't know me.
This is a guitar-picking circle in Lukenbach, Texas, and anyone can join in. All you need is a guitar and a hat. Willie Nelson made Lukenbach famous with his song of that name. The great thing is, no one minds who you are, where you're from, what you play. It can be anything. The important thing is you're playing.
The successful life we're living's got a student like the Hatfields in the war. Between those Hank Grant's 30 songs and Jerry Judd's train songs and Blue Eyes.
Yep, this would be an easy enough place to say, that's for sure. But I'm on a journey, down the river, and have to make an early start in the morning. There's a life-changing event somewhere ahead, and it would be a shame to miss it.
Evening, every night you come and you find me. Must you always remind me that my baby's gone?
I had piano lessons with Mrs. Hare. I only went to grade 1. In fact, I didn't even really get that far. I now discover that you've only got to turn up and they give you grade 1. So even that small triumph was dashed from my grasp. I remember working through these awful French lullabies in the grade 1 book, and on page 26 was Swanee River. That was the only one that interested, that hadn't had any sort of meaning for me at all. And we worked our way through the book, and we got to the day came when she turned over to page 26 and she read it out, and I'll never forget this. She said, Swanee River, Negro spiritual, slightly syncopated. I think we'll leave that. And that was the day I gave up any form of classical music instruction. Being here with proper musicians who can properly play, I wish I could go back to 10 years old and put in some hours on the scales, but this is like a sort of cathedral. It oozes from the walls. That's humbling, I must say. To walk down that corridor and see all those photographs it's a humbling thing. I'm sure they must have done a lot of cornflake commercials here as well, so it's not all high art, but there's certainly been a lot of high art here. I am completely in awe of these people, completely in awe. Apart from anything else, they're living the life that I sort of secretly wish that I could have led. I find it just endlessly romantic and just a beautiful way to live one's life.
There is actually a great story about Huddie Ledbetter, better known as Leadbelly. He wrote some truly wonderful songs, blues songs and also folk songs. He was as much a folk singer as anything. The story goes that he was serving a life sentence for murder in Angola State Penitentiary in Louisiana. And when the governor of Louisiana, so the story goes, heard Leadbelly's song, Goodnight Irene, he said, that's it, we're gonna let you go. I just love this song so much, I'm gonna let you go.
Last Saturday night we got married. My wife and I settled down. But now that we are parting, we're gonna take a stroll downtown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you